Hi, I'm Rick Jones. I'm seated in front of a 1986 Kawai professional upright called an NS-25. We've sold hundreds of these over the years. This one came into us on trade. We cleaned it all up. It's polished. It looks brand new. Everything, all the hardware, the brass, everything that's been spick and span just looks like a new piano inside and out. Click the slideshow presentation. Paul takes really good pictures of the piano, and you'll see it's just in great shape. So let's give it a shot, and then I'll give for your teachers out there the touch and tone analysis as well. What a nice piano. Beautiful. Magnificent. Sounds like a baby grand piano to me. You put this on a hardwood floor in your house and it'll sound from anywhere in the room, across the hall, down the hall, it'll sound just like a grand piano. Kawai just is a terrific instrument, great brand. You know, they've been around since 1921. They've been in competition with Yamaha and built in the same city, Hamamatsu, Japan, since 1921. And there's a loyal following of teachers and professionals that own Kawais, and they're just terrific. They're really well made. There's not as many of them out there on the road as there are Yamahas, but they're equally made as far as their quality goes, equally priced right out the door. And we have, when people come into our showroom, when you're buying new, you can't be a Yamaha dealer and a Kawai dealer. I don't think there's anywhere in the world where you're going to see both brands represented equally, brand new. Here, this is like CarMax. We have all the cars, and let the customer decide based on their price range what's going to be comfortable. So when people come in, a lot of times they'll have the preconceived idea that, you know, a Yamaha's too mellow and a Kawai's too bright. And sometimes, most of the time, it's just the opposite. Kawais tend to have a little more of a mellow sound than a Yamaha. But people will come and say, I don't want a Yamaha. They're too bright. And I'll walk them right over to a piano and say, tell me that one's bright. And same with Kawai. You know, say, well, they're too mellow. They sound churchy, or, you know, good for sacred music or classical. I'll say, oh yeah, play that Kawai Grand over there and tell me what that sounds like. And so you just can't judge it by the brand name. But Kawais tend to be a little bit more mellow. As far as the touch goes, for you teachers out there, tone from a 1 to a 10, I'd give it a 5. It's right in the middle. It's got a really thick, full, rich, creamy sound to it. Real big body. The bass is outstanding. And the treble is just real crisp, beautiful sounding piano. Touch, I'd give it a 5. 1 would be very light touch, 10 would be unplayably heavy. I would give that a 5 as well. Click the slideshow presentation. Paul takes really good pictures of the piano. You'd be hard pressed to find a mark on it. There's a little thing that we covered up here, filled it in, but you'd have to look for it. And most, you know, you look at these pictures, it looks like a brand new. Anybody walk in your house would think it's brand new. It also has a factory quiet mute pedal and a matching bench that opens up and stores music. 2 people can sit at it. It's padded. But the mute pedal works so that when you press the middle pedal down, I'll demonstrate it, you can play it all hours of the night. It knocks instantly about 90% of the sound down. And I have the lid up, so when you shut the lid, it makes it even quieter. So here, you're doing a finger exercise, someone's trying to take a nap or trying to watch TV, or you're in a townhouse or apartment, you're worried about your neighbors, it's getting like after 9 o'clock, you still want to keep practicing, you know, you're doing finger exercises, whatever. When you push this middle pedal down and kick it over, it makes it quiet. You can barely hear it. Here's a little Mozart. Right, push the middle pedal down. You can barely hear it. And I have the lid up. Most of the time you're going to have the lid down. The only time you have it up is for when the technician comes over. But I left it up so you can hear it better. But when you shut that lid, you could have it on a hardwood floor and you depress and activate that factory pedal, 90% of the volume is instantly cut out. You can play it all night long. And who's going to complain about a piano anyway? Look at the price, $52.98. It's what you see on eBay or Craigslist. None of those pianos have been worked on. We do a thorough action regulation to make the piano play really well before it leaves. And if you want to do a deep dive, go online and type in piano action regulation. You'll see it's a very intensive process. In our shop, it's a 25-step procedure in order, in a sequence, to get the upright piano to play well. With grands, it's a 34-step procedure. We're following the Arthur Rieblitz restoration and regulation book that we used in college. And we still use it today because the parts, the nomenclature of the parts doesn't change. The function of the parts don't change. And so we use that list that's been around for 130 years. We do the same thing they do at the factory. When teachers find out that we do that, we do a thorough action regulation, they know that it's going to play well. And I tell teachers, I tell the parents, I tell the kids to their face, if you stop taking piano lessons, if you quit taking piano on this piano, you can't blame it on the piano because it's set up for success. And it's set up for, you know, and it's heartbreaking. People go out and buy a piano that's way out of regulation. And tuning's easy, you know, that takes an hour. But regulation is a very expensive process. Sometimes it takes a full day. You're talking $500-700 for a really good technician to regulate the action, to make it play uniformly. We do that for free with every piano before it leaves. We do it for our own selfish reasons because then you're not calling us every 5 minutes with notes that aren't playing well. And to prove our customers are happy after the sale, go to our testimonial page at the top and start reading the thank you letters from all over the country. If you're watching this video from Ohio or Texas or California, we ship and deliver and service pianos in all the lower 48 states. Don't believe it or need proof? Go to the testimonial page, type in your state, and start reading the thank you letters from Tennessee and Oklahoma, any of the Midwestern states, all through New England, down to Florida, over to Texas, New Orleans, everywhere. Just read what people say about our company. Go to Google reviews, Yelp reviews, go to the chat platforms and Facebook, and go to Grok and read what people say about our company. I think you'll be encouraged to come out and see us. We're open 7 days a week. You don't need an appointment. We're only 1 mile from the Washington Capitol Beltway. You can call us and order over the phone, or you can use our shopping cart. Now, if you're well outside of our very liberal 100-mile radius of Beltsville, Maryland, which is right at the 1 o'clock position of the Washington Capitol Beltway. So we're 1 mile from that beltway. Very easy from Baltimore, very easy from Northern Virginia. But if you're, let's say you're watching us from Pennsylvania or way north Pennsylvania or Ohio, whatever, Illinois, put it in the shopping cart. You're not obligated to buy it then. It's not asking for your credit card, but you'll see a list, an alphabetical list of every state. Look up your state and see the fixed cost of getting this in your home. A comparable new one, made in Japan, this size, professional Kawai upright, is going to be over $15,000. So it costs you $1,000, $1,500 to get it across the country. So what? You're still saving $6,000 off the price of new easily, and you're getting a better warranty because we have a nationwide network through a directory of piano technicians that live in your zip code. We can search by a 25-mile zip code area and find technicians that will be happy to service us. And they'll walk in. You see some of those testimonial letters, and they'll say, my technician came in and tuned it because your first tuning's free. You have up to 6 months to get it tuned. My technician came in for the first free tuning and said, these guys did a really good job. A good technician like Paul, who works here, Sam, any of these guys, all they have to do is peek their head inside and they can tell you instantly if the piano's been regulated or not. And we do that to every piano before it leaves. So, and then it comes with a lifetime 100% trade-in. So let's say you pay $52.98 for this, and down the road you want to upgrade to a bigger piano, a grand or baby grand. You get all your money back. We've had that policy in writing for 45 years. It's a 5-sentence long warranty compared to a new piano warranty that a lot of them are double-sided, both sides of the page, and they even call them a limited warranty in fine print with all the things they're not going to guarantee. A 10-year-old child can figure out my warranty because I wrote it, and it's a very simple warranty. First tuning free, free delivery within that 100 miles. First tuning in the home free, lifetime trade-in, and a 10-year warranty, all parts and labor, as if you bought it new. You will love this piano. It's as good as it gets. That's all you need. So take action. Thanks.